Guys, before I start this video off, I wanna go ahead and make sure you guys know, and just let you know, I ended up making a Twitter, and been convinced by people on my Discord to just open it up and just have it like open so you can join it from my channel. Alright, fantastic. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I don't know what I'll tweet about, but I'll tweet about things. And then if you want to go see my Discord, I'm in there a lot, and I'm like talking, playing games. You can hear me scream about stuff, stuff like that. All right, sweet. Hey, you all right? I heard you had some issues today. I'm sorry. Things happen, and I guess he clearly wasn't meant for you. If it, would seem to be that way. Well, I don't know why he would ghost you for that long. It's been 2 weeks and he hasn't come back to school. I don't know what happened to him. I'm really sorry about it, though. I don't think you deserve that, I mean, we all go away to this boarding school and then, things happen. It's all kept out here, but you guys were close, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really sorry about him. I don't know where he is. I know he went missing, and he just hasn't come back. What happened? I mean, did your date go well? Did everything go fine on the date? Oh, alright. So you guys kissed. Yeah, so I assume it would go well. Right? Yeah. I would assume that'd be great. Actually, I don't think there's any reason why it would be assumed that he didn't enjoy himself. Do you know exactly what happened? Or I'm only giving you bits and details. Okay, calm down. Of course the cops suspect you. I mean, there's no reason for them not to suspect you. You're like a #1 subject. I don't think it was you. I really don't. I'm not agreeing with them. But you were with him last, right? So they're going to assume that you are on some level guilty, or you know something more than you're saying, even though you probably know nothing. Can you get this straight to me? Alright, so tell me if I'm correct. You guys went out on your date. You guys watched a movie. Then you guys were in town, of course, and you were on your way back when you guys decided to go. Oh, it was a surprise. Okay, he wasn't deciding. He surprised you, and out of his backpack came a picnic, and so you guys were gonna have like a picnic under the stars or some shit, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what went on. And then after that, you guys went back to your dorm, or no? Okay. Don't give me that look. I don't know what you get up to. I don't know why he'd not go back to your dorm or whatever. Okay. So, alright. You guys went... Okay. That doesn't sound good, going into the forest alone and then somebody disappearing. Alright, I believe you. Alright, go ahead. And then he'd use the restroom. That's an odd reason as any. I think I've used that a couple times to get out of at least 3 dates. Yeah. So he had to go use the restroom, and then he just never came back. Well, you'd think the cops would find him. I mean, they searched the room, correct? Yeah, the movie theater. I meant, sorry, not the room. Yeah, okay, so they did that, and then they just, like, let it be? Or what exactly went on, do you know? Alright, so they looked around the movie theater, and then they searched the whole town? Alright, did you tell them about the forest? Alright, so they've done all that, and they've looked around the forest. That's... And what else have they done in terms of searching? I mean, that's a lot. I mean, maybe it's plausible that he just wanted to go home and didn't want to come to the school anymore. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to come to this school, especially for such a guy like him. I mean, okay, he's gone now, so I can say things about him. He wasn't the best type of guy. I mean, school, teachers are pretty laxative when it comes to how they run us. I mean, I'm a guy and I'm able to be here in your dormitory, so it's just, yeah. And he would visit different people often, let's just say. Yeah, okay. That's crazy. I'm really, really, really sorry about that. So, just trying to wrap my head about this. He's gone, and I don't know necessarily what I can do to help him and help you. I'm more worried about you, I'm not gonna lie. I never really liked him very much. But I have no words. I'm so sorry. Just so amazed, I guess I could say, that this is all happening. And it's just really odd timing, that's all. So, do me a favor. Cops have looked everywhere, they say. Have they searched around, like, the actual school grounds? No. Alright. Oh, no, you don't need to tell them to search around the school grounds. They're fine. I very much doubt he's hiding around here, you know? Yeah. Why are you giving me that look? What do you think I've done? No, I don't understand. I haven't asked you that many questions about, what the police have done. I've just been trying to figure out the entire case, What do you mean? No. No, I didn't. I think it's ridiculous for you to tell me that I did. What did you just suspect that? Well, remember that water I brought in before we... Yeah. Yeah, well, you drank that. So it doesn't matter whether I did or didn't, because this entire conversation, well, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, remember how he disappeared? It's time for you to sleep. Bet you feel like you need to use the restroom right now. Yeah, don't worry. that'll go away in 5 to 10 minutes. And I wouldn't try to leave, as you attempting to escape would be, I'd just say I simply found the drugs in your water. And everything led to me understanding that you wanted to be with him. Forever. Nobody will believe you. There's no cure. Go ahead. It's very simple. Why am I doing this? Because you never looked at me. Never showed me any affection when I was always the one there. And then this boy shows up in 2 weeks. It's all it takes for you guys to go out on a date. I'd spent years of my life and I decided you and him weren't worth it. So I poisoned you both. Death is imminent for you now, and when you pass, I'll make sure the police know that you did it in a Romeo and Juliet way. Oh yeah, you know I've been working on my handwriting. It looks just like yours. So good night. Close your eyes and relax. Good night. Well, hello there. I didn't expect you to wake up this early. That's odd to say the least, but it's a good thing you're here and awake. Most of the time, the people nearest to me, they tend to disappear, if you haven't noticed. I left my last school because there were a series of disappearing students. And they, how do I put this nicely? All wronged me in some way, shape, or form. I was the number 1 suspect in all but 2 of them. And the police were never able to really catch me. So, you're here. That's fantastic. I couldn't really be happier about it. You're unfortunately going to need to not relax. Though, hopefully, you're able to stay conscious throughout this entire little expose. I've had victims before tend to drift. Weak-willed individuals, and they decide that they can't stay awake. It's depressing, really. I never really thought that they would ever. That's not the point. So today, I'm going to be playing a game with you. It's very simple. I have 2 of my favorite utensils here. And we're going to see what parts you do and don't need. So, let's talk. I heard you. Yeah, I heard you screaming about how I had done something to you. You know, my last school kicked me out, and I was surprised to see you here. You know, I thought you'd always gone, that you were dead, thought nobody ever would see you again, but you survived. And were you looking for me? Do you even know who I am? Well, it's clear you recognized my face. How's that pinky toe doing? Is it still there? Of course it's not. I remember cutting it off. I'm just so excited I get to finish the job. Is your side okay? I remember I stabbed it multiple times. Oh, you only have one functioning kidney. That's interesting. That's odd. I thought I took care of that, but apparently not, which is alright. I'll take care of that now for you. How does that sound? Yeah, you don't need 2 kidneys. It's a slow, painful death, but it's not necessarily what I have in mind for you. You should honestly be glad that I'm the one here doing this. There are plenty of other people who consider themselves sadists, and they always tend to have different views on things. You know, it's not a monolith, us sadists. We have different views on how people should be killed. Personally, I don't like to drag it out for too long. Some sadists spend weeks, months on their kills, but I only spend a couple hours. Maybe it's just the intense rush of pleasure I get. I don't know. You know, some people think it's wrong, you know, having this urge to hurt other people. And though I agree that it might be morally incorrect, I don't think it's exactly how one would say wrong for me to enjoy something when it feels so good. I don't. I'm sorry, sometimes I just get lost in my reflection. Oh, I'm sorry, I totally forgot you were there and you're supposed to be the star of the show. It's very simple. So, I don't take pleasure in killing you, but I take pleasure in almost doing that. Killing you is just, it's meh. I enjoy making people scream, beg for me to just kill them. I keep going. Doesn't matter how hard you beg. You're gonna die. And it'll be on my terms. I'm not gonna change my mind on how you're going to die. Does that make sense? Fantastic. So let's get down to it. I have 2 knives here, actually. This one's obviously much longer, but it's less sharp. Straight knife is just some sort of kitchen knife. But it's more of a... This will be for leaving cuts inside of you, not severing any limbs or unneeded items. Now this one, on the other hand, is much smaller, much sharper. I would say that I am most skilled with this one in my arts. It's curved, therefore I can, you know, do something like dig in, get an eyeball out, you know. It allows for quick cuts in succession, so I can slowly break down the fabric of the skin around a certain part, for example your wrist, until I can just, with the big knife, go through. I was thinking about bringing a butcher's knife, but I feel like that's been overdone. I just don't think that's as great as it used to be. It's an art form to me, personally. I don't know if other sadists feel like this, but I feel like every kill, every victim, it's not... It can't be the same. It's gotta be different. It's gotta be a different rush. It's killing somebody the same way over and over again, no matter how fun it feels for that first time. It's gonna fade. The feeling of jamming a knife into somebody repeatedly, that eventually becomes, unfortunately, not the most amazing thing in the world. I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, some people find some sort of sexual pleasure from it. I don't. Those people are weird. They aren't a real sadist. I don't find that type of pleasure in it. It's more of a deep. It's a good feeling. It's a warm, deep feeling in the pit of my stomach, knowing that I've caused somebody something that no human should ever have to go through. It's fantastic, actually. It's great. It's odd, actually, because there are a lot of people who would say that being a sadist, especially being one that murders people, is a lonely job. But I've found plenty of people in my time who not only agree with how I derive my forms of enjoyment, but also partake as well. I don't know. I mean, that's just me personally. Don't you agree? Absolutely. Well, it's very simple how this is going to go. A lot of people think that I am simply going to hurt you. I'm going to kill you. That's all true, but it is an art for me after all. So it's very simple. I can see you're losing consciousness as I speak, which is to say, depressing. I thought you were stronger than this, but that's alright. I'm gonna go sharpen my knives before I come back. I'm gonna wake you up then. I'm gonna keep you awake. You're not gonna be allowed to lose consciousness as I slowly flay and cut and chop all the things that you don't need until I finally get the things that you do need, and then I will continue to slice and dice and chop and cleave off everything until you are a masterpiece of red and more red. Once I'm done, I might take a photo. Yeah, there's several people out there who would want to see. That was a weird insult. No. I don't do this because of girl issues. I actually have a girlfriend. She doesn't know, though. One day, I'll tell her. No, I do this because it's fun, and I enjoy it. And the people that think that I'm a psychopath, let's just remember that I don't feel remorse for my actions. Actually, maybe I am a psychopath. Well, it's not my time to be pondering the human condition just yet. You have some sleep to get to. It's probably going to be the last one. And I have some sharpening to get to, and then we can have our fun. So, you're not going to fall asleep willingly? Oh, there you go. Alright. Well, you'll see my smiling face when you wake up. Good night. Well, hello there. I didn't think it'd come to this, but you've actually found my dirty little secret. I'm kind of astonished, actually. I mean, I never thought you'd actually end up exploring my house, let alone head to the basement. I thought I cleaned up pretty darn well after my last session with, well, let's just say a friend. And it seems like you've kind of made the mistake of noticing just a little bit of red. And then you found what was left of them. It's depressing because I really liked you, but I can't let my secret get out. And now that you've gone against my word and you've gone down to the basement and you've seen what I am, well, I can't exactly let you sit around. So I introduced my last friend. You could probably call him a patient. I think in some sense I am operating on them. To two of my favorite utensils. I've got those back here. Now, unfortunately, I only had time to sharpen the flaying knife, which is, well, it's unfortunate for you because, as you know, a dull knife doesn't cut as deep and it takes longer to grind through things, so it's unfortunate. But, you know, we all make mistakes, right? Anyways, I think you know exactly what comes next. Oh, and don't worry, your family thinks you're going on a trip to Europe. Bulgaria, to be exact. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll ever return from this trip. You know, best case scenario, your family thinks you ran off with some Bulgarian man or woman, you know, they don't discriminate, and lived your life as is, and we're happy. But I think the reality of it is that you'll be gone, and they might have some questions the Bulgarian police can't answer, because you packed your bags and you showed up to the airport. You showed your passport and got on the plane. Oh, don't worry. I've spent a long time working on my strategies for making people disappear with little to no press coverage or problems. Maybe there'll be some, but in reality, it won't become a worldwide manhunt. Well, woman hunt in your case. I'm really dismayed at the fact you had to come down here, sweetie. I really thought there was something special between us. You know, maybe one day I could actually share this joy that I have with you, but clearly you can't be made to be seen to reason. It's just, I don't know. It's depressing, to say the least. But life is life, don't you agree? Of course. Anyways, most people don't do what I do with the amount of, I want to say, charisma behind it. Most of the time it's, sorry, I just get sometimes distracted when I see my reflection in the blade, but sometimes it's more of a hatred thing. A lot of people don't have the artistic style that I have when it comes to dealing with someone. Some people just stab and cut with no precision or flair. It's something, to say the least of it. It's disgusting, in my opinion. You don't do it just, they don't do it correctly. You need some level of precision, or the art style, as I like to think of it, goes away. I mean, what's the fun of killing someone or causing someone great pain if you're not gonna do it in a way that's aesthetically pleasing as well? Or at least, at least it's gotta be worth it. for yourself as well as the individual. It's very simple. I like to make cuts in several areas. For you, I think I'll be taking the cutest parts off first so I can easily continue the rest of my job without feeling anything. Not that I feel very much anyways, but for you I actually did, and you betrayed that trust, and that's just something I can't deal with. So I'm glad I sharpened the flaying knife, because I can simply cut around your ears very slowly, right? And it's quite easy for me to do so. So I cut around your ears, right? And I'll take those off first. And I've got to dismantle the rest of your face. That includes going through the cartilage in your nose, which might be a job for the bigger knife, even though it's a little bit more dull, don't you agree? I want you to still be able to see, but I do want to do something to your eyes, because I spent so long looking into them that I just don't know if I can look into them and continue to cause you so much pain. So I think I'm going to take your eyelids off, because I want you to still be awake and conscious, and don't do yourself a favor. Don't pass out, because I'll stop. I might cut something off to become more in pain when you wake back up, and then I'll wake you back up. You're not going to die of blood loss. You're going to die when I say you can die. It's very simple. Well, again, you made the mistake of coming downstairs, and that's just something I can't do. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that I need help. But I think from my point of view, you need help. Because currently, I'm the one sitting here with two knives, and you're the one, well, tied up. So then, if I had to describe the rest of the process, I think it'd be very simple. I'd fillet up and down your legs, cutting off the skin, removing it from the bone and the muscle beneath. And then, I think I might rupture a couple of short-term, non-essential organs in your torso. Might be fun to see what your stomach has to offer. Your intestines, too, is, again, in the short term, not necessarily needed. This should only take a couple hours, so I'll make sure to spill those out. Maybe I'll cut into it. You can feel that, by the way. There are plenty of nerves down there. Maybe that'll help you out. Your heart will definitely be the last thing to go. Or maybe not. Sometimes I like to let my victims slowly die in agonizing pain. But the problem with that is they tend to pass out before I'm finished. And that's no fun, frankly. I want them to stay awake for the entire duration of my art. So a swift death towards the end might seem like a mercy, but in my opinion, I think it's just the grand finale. I am a great showsman, I would like to think. And my audience is also myself, but you are the performer. So the real question is how do you feel about this? Just kidding. I literally couldn't care less about how you feel about this. I plan to come here and remove your organs, cut you into sizable pieces, and then maybe I might finally let you die. It's truly unfortunate, in my opinion. We could have been happy together for the rest of our lives. Maybe you could have actually enjoyed and shared in my indulgence of the suffering of others, but no, you had to do your investigating, and now we've come to this crossroads. It's really depressing, actually. Well, I think it's probably about time for me to get ready and for us to get started. I tend to be a little bit OCD about how I would I put this? Deal with the mess. So I'm gonna lie on tarps, and I got my little mask and cover. And I do enjoy gloves. I don't want my DNA or fingerprints all over that. Sometimes I like, depending on it, you know. You've seen me come up with different hats before, but I much prefer like a hairnet sometimes. Depends, it really depends. Anyways, if you're wondering what's going to happen to you afterwards, well, after you disappear, you'll be gone for a long time, and your family will be looking and looking, and then they'll eventually give up. When that time arrives, a shipping address from Bulgaria, where you went and visited, right? All this time ago. Well, that place is gonna send a package. This package is gonna be tightly wrapped, and inside of it is going to be a concealed, very small and concealed, or small is probably a relative term. For my work, it'll be small. I'm taking very good care of you in comparison to some of my earlier victims. Anyways, you'll be sent there. It'll be a waterproof package, and yeah, they'll find you. They might run some DNA tests. There's nothing they can do. You'll be dead. Then the hunt will go on for a serial killer in Bulgaria, which doesn't that sound just like a tantalizing news story? I was thinking about sending you to Transylvania, but I don't want the vampire myth to be perpetuated any more than it already is with the, current pulp culture. Anyways, are you ready for the show? 'Cause it's showtime.